In this video, we will discuss non-cooperation movement, causes and its progress, right, spread, different phases of non-cooperation movement. And its significance we will take up separately. They can ask you a question regarding non-cooperation movement, its causes, and they can sometime ask you about the spread. And one more dimension which is very popular in non-cooperation movement is that why Gandhiji decided to call off this movement abruptly, right. So, this kind of dimension they can ask you in main examination, and we will try to consider these dimensions. So, we are going to discuss in this video non-cooperation movement, right. So, non-cooperation movement. Is it okay? So, you must be knowing it. It started in 1920 and it continued till 1922, right. So, it is a most popular Gandhian movement, right. You have many Gandhian movement, right, starting, right, all India basis, Rowlatt Act Satyagraha, right. Then you have Khilafat, then you have non-cooperation, and Khilafat and non-cooperation sometime considered as a, you can say, twin movement, because both launched from the same platform in 1920. So, therefore, these two are considered as the twin movement, but we are taking for examination point of view non-cooperation and Khilafat separately, right. So, non-cooperation movement we have to consider, and here, right, in this video we will discuss causes and the progress of this non-cooperation movement. And then you must be knowing that how it was abruptly called off. So, why, right, it was called off, why it was abruptly called off after, right, why it was called off after Chauri Chowda incident. So, after Chauri Chowda incident in 1922 February, it was called off. Why? So, there is a, you can say, there are different views, regarding it. So, we will try to discuss it and what Gandhiji said about this kind of withdrawal. So, these are some important areas. Sometimes they are asking question related to the prelim, you can say related to this non-cooperation movement in prelims also, probably, right, regarding the spread in the different parts, you will see parts of the country. So, spread or the progress from this area they sometime ask question, fine. Now, so when we right, discuss the causes of non-cooperation movement, of Gandhi, you should remember the development of 1919 till 1920. When you will remember those development of 1919 to 1920, you will come to know that exactly what happened, right, what happened and why there was a need, right, to think about this kind of mass movement. I hope you are getting it. You will start remembering the points, otherwise points will not come, right. What you have to remember when you are discussing non-cooperation movement, you first remember that this period, right, before this non-cooperation movement there was World War I, you remember it, World War I, and you know this, that before this, you can say non-cooperation movement, there was, we called it what, Rowlatt Act Satyagraha, you remember it, we discussed this in a separate video. After Rowlatt Act Satyagraha, right, in April 1919, there was an incident. Do you remember those incident of Punjab, right, Vaisakhi Day, 13th April. It is called Jallianwala Bagh incident. So, in April 1919, there was Jallianwala Bagh incident, and right. What is this incident is called? Jallianwala Bagh incident. Jallianwala Bagh. Jallianwala Bagh incident in Amritsar, right. A large crowd, right, gathered to protest against the arrest of two leaders, Saifuddin Kichlu and Satyapal, right, and there was a firing, General Dyer, right, and they were very arrogant and they were saying this was preventive kind of murder. There was a report after that also, but Wala Bagh massacre. So Jallianwala Bagh massacre, why? Sometime they can ask you that in April 1919, this was against, so we can add, right. So they were, they were protesting, there was a protest against the arrest of Saifuddin Kichlu, Kitch, Saifuddin Kichlu and, right, Satyapal. So there was a protest going on, innocent people, Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar, Punjab, and firing, innocent people killed, reaction, report, nationalists not satisfied, and therefore you will see that there was a protest, there was a reaction against this kind of incident. Okay, well, I am trying to tell you what is the background of this non-cooperation movement briefly, so that you can easily mention some important point why this non-cooperation movement. So whenever you are discussing why non-cooperation movement, you must discuss this incident, right, and after this incident there was a protest, nationalist, right, many nationalists, they started reacting against this Jallianwala Bagh massacre incident, they started returning their titles, they started, you can say, writing about it. I hope you are getting it. So there was a reaction against this kind of incident and they were not satisfied with this report. So one important cause of this kind of mass movement in 1922, right. So in 1920, so 1920 non-cooperation movement is started and it continued till 1922. So why this non-cooperation movement? I told you, you must elaborate this incident, right. We will call this incident as Punjab wrong or Punjab issue. Fine. So why this non-cooperation movement? You will elaborate. Nationalists were not satisfied with this Punjab issue, Punjab wrong, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, right, and they wanted to react, masses, they wanted to react against this kind of, right, you can say arbitrariness, this kind of, right, violation of rule of law, right. So Punjab issue was the first important issue and it was the first important cause, and that you have to elaborate, right, as the first cause. I hope you can do it. Then second important cause of this non-cooperation movement was what is called Khilafat issue. Khilafat issue, and I discussed this issue separately. Khilafat issue, you must be knowing it, right. So Khilafat issue, and Gandhiji wanted to use this opportunity for Hindu-Muslim unity against British rule. Khilafat issue was an international issue, I told you. but still they wanted to use it. They realized that on this issue Muslims will come nearer to our national movement, and why not use this issue. So Khilafat wrong or Khilafat issue was the second issue that can be considered as the, you can say, the background of this non-cooperation movement. You have to elaborate it. Even if they are asking non-cooperation movement, you have to mention how Indian nationalists wanted to use this issue called Khilafat issue, particularly Gandhiji wanted to use this issue, right. Then the third issue, right, the third issue was what you call Swaraj issue. Swaraj issue. Why this Swaraj issue? I told you that in 1919 Act could not give Swaraj. 1919 Act, Montfort, Chelmsford reform, Montague Chelmsford reform, it could not give Swaraj. Why it could not give Swaraj? I mentioned because diarchy, right. So because of this diarchy, limitation of this diarchy, when the subjects were divided and those ministers who fought election and became ministers, right, they were not in a position to do anything for Swaraj. So it was a kind of, right, cheating. Against diarchy is generally considered as a cheating. So they said that this is not responsible government, and before 1919 there was a promise also 1917 during the time of Home Rule movement that they would be giving you Swaraj, they will be giving you responsible government, but there was no Swaraj, right, in 1919 Act, right, in 1919 Act. So what we have to remember, that 1919 Act could not satisfy the Indians, and therefore, right, they wanted a mass movement, and Gandhiji wanted to use this provocation, right. If you don't want to give responsible government Swaraj, so we will fight for it, right. So non-cooperation movement, fine. And then you must elaborate in the fourth part in your answer, you must elaborate what? You must elaborate, right, you can say, right, the issue of, right, what happened, right, because of World War, economic problem because of World War, right, what happened because of World War, you must elaborate it, right. So World War issue, particularly the economic situation of the country in the post-war years, that we have to elaborate. So difficulties and how they wanted to use this period, right, they wanted to use this period. So World War, we can elaborate how economic situation or difficulties situation, right, during that period, we can say in the post-war years, because of those factors of World War, post-war years, all those economic difficulties, that also, right, compel them to think in terms of popular reaction, mass reaction, right. So whenever you are writing why non-cooperation movement, right, there will be only four main issue why non-cooperation movement: Punjab wrong, Khilafat wrong, Swaraj wrong, and economic wrong, right. So these four you have to consider for, right, causes of non-cooperation movement. Now question can be on how the progress or the development of non-cooperation movement, progress or development of non-cooperation movement, right. So there is a, right, gradual development. You remember why? Because Rowlatt Act Satyagraha taught Gandhiji some lesson. He realized his mistake during that Rowlatt Act Satyagraha. So therefore you will see gradual progress, and he wanted to strengthen Indian National Congress also for this mass movement. I hope you are getting it. Always remember, context is Rowlatt Act Satyagraha, where he started and he failed. in that sense, because he accepted this, that probably people are not ready for this kind of mass movement. So, there is a need to strengthen Indian National Congress. So, how this gradual progress of the mass movement or the non-cooperation movement? So, we can add like the first point, right, that in September 1920, right, September 1920, a special session, a special session, a special session of the Congress was convened at Calcutta, special session September 1920. Sometime I am highlighting, right, it can be asked, it was a special session, not regular session. So, a special session was convened at Calcutta. So, what we are doing now? We are appreciating the progress, development. So, a special session was convened at Calcutta, right, in September, right, where a resolution on non-cooperation movement, was approved. A resolution on non-cooperation movement was passed. Fine, but it was not an easy task. You will see, right, even Bipin Chandra also mentioned that there were many opposition, many popular leaders also opposed, right, many opposition opposed by some nationalists, right, but finally they agreed. So, Calcutta session was a very difficult session to handle, right. So, there was resolution, but there was opposition also. So, progress of non-cooperation movement. Then we can add after that, right, you will see that there was a regular session in December 1920. This is more important, very important for us for examination. December 1920, there was a regular session, December 1920, and resolution was finally passed or rectified. The resolution was finally endorsed. There was some opposition in Calcutta, but Nagpur session resolution was finally passed, finally endorsed in Nagpur, right, and Congress led out or led down a road map, Congress led a road map, right, for this movement, and they realized that, right, what, an organizational change, is required in Congress. Organizational change is required in the Congress. So, Nagpur session of 1920, which actually passed finally non-cooperation resolution, is also known for change in organizational structure, right. Sometimes it is called democratization of organizational structure of the Congress. This is very important. What all changes, right, you will see. Change number 1, you can add that change number 1 was a Congress working committee. A Congress working committee was constituted, right, of 15 members, if you can remember, 15 members. Congress working committee was constituted, right. Then second important change recommended was, right, the provincial committee of the Congress, provincial committee of the Congress was recommended. Then even ward committee was recommended. So, now you can see at local level or at you can say at district level, right, at you can say at center level, right. So, there was proper organization of the Congress. Why they were doing it? They were actually preparing for the mass movement. They are learning lesson from Rowlatt Act Satyagraha. Is this fine? Then the fourth major change was, now you will see that, right, to make the Congress popular among masses. So, therefore, 4 ANA membership, 4 ANA membership was, right, introduced, 4 ANA membership was introduced, right, 4 ANA membership was introduced in the Congress, right. So, Nagpur session you will see that all these changes, and Nagpur session you will see that organizational change was made to make Congress more effective. Fine. So, December 1920 Nagpur session, and now in this session some of the programs of the Calcutta session were accepted. So, we can add some of the programs of the Calcutta session were deliberated, accepted, like what all program? Program of surrender of government titles, then program of boycott of schools, right, program of boycott of courts and councils, boycott of foreign goods. So, all these programs developed, right, in Calcutta session only, but now it was deliberated. Then encouragement to national school, right. So, national school, then arbitration method for justice, and then popularization of khadi, charkha, right. All these ideas were also discussed. Fine. So, you will see that all these programs of Calcutta session were discussed, and they were now ready, organization was now ready for, right, you can say a new mass movement. There was a new atmosphere, very different atmosphere in 1920s, right. Gandhi and Gandhian Satyagraha was the, you can say, the theme of this year. Most of the students, youth, right, peasant, right, they all, right, they came to know about this Gandhian method. They all were ready for this kind of program, right. But initially you will see that most of the historians, they say that initially intelligentsia, legal luminaries, students, right, they were more active initially. Gradually other sections of the society joined, right. So, you will see that gradually, right, this movement, right, started becoming popular. So, we can add the initially, right, initially the focus was mainly, right, intelligentsia, focus was mainly intelligentsia, right. But later, right, legal luminaries and students, legal people and students, right, they started joining or boycotting the court and schools respectively. Fine. Gandhiji, right, Gandhiji, we can add that Gandhi also assured that he would bring, right, Swaraj within 1 year. Can you believe this? Gandhiji is making promise that he will bring Swaraj within 1 year, and therefore you will see a new kind of enthusiasm, new kind of momentum. They started realizing that Gandhi Baba will give us Swaraj within 1 year. So a new kind of momentum, new kind of, right, you can say, the right activity is started. So like what kind of activity started? So we can add some new activities started, new activities started, new activities started, right. Students on large scale started leaving schools and colleges, new activities started. Students on large scale, not symbolic, on large scale they started leaving their schools and colleges. Many lawyers, they gave up their practice. Many lawyers, they gave up their practice, right. Peasant and working class also, they joined, they started joining, particularly in Awadh. Peasants and working class, right, they started joining. Then, right, you will see a new activity, right, new activity started, what? To raise 1 crore, right, for Tilak Swaraj Fund, for Tilak Swaraj Fund, and it became very popular overstep, you can say, to raise 1 crore for Tilak Swaraj Fund, right, and they raised this within, you can say, few months, right. So this activity started. Then you will see that a new activity started, what? Installing 20, right, you can say, lakh charkhas, right, 20 lakh charkhas, right. So charkha, right, was a symbol of Gandhi, charkha, right, the wheel. So this started, and after that, right, you will see that gradually this movement started, right, entering into a new kind of phase. So you will see after that boycott started, boycott. After that, boycott of foreign cloth, right, and visit of Prince of Wales, boycott of foreign cloth, boycott of visit of Prince of Wales, right, and you will see that the economic boycott was more intense, and successful than Swadeshi days, right. So economic boycott, right, boycott of foreign cloth, burning of foreign cloth, right, visit of, you can say, Prince of Wales boycotted. Then after that, new activity, you will see gradually this movement becoming very intense, right, the flooding of prison, jail bharo, flooding of prison started, jail bharo started, and gradually this movement acquired mass character, right, mass character, right. So gradually this movement acquired mass character, and now there was a pressure on Gandhi. Now there was a pressure, right, pressure on Gandhi, right, pressure on Gandhi, right. What kind of pressure on Gandhi? To launch a new phase of movement right now, right. So there was a pressure on Gandhi, right, in 1921 end and 1922 in the beginning, that why not you can launch a new phase, civil disobedience movement. So now there was a pressure on Gandhi to launch civil disobedience movement from Bardoli. Is this fine? So now there was a pressure on him to launch new phase of movement. CDM, civil disobedience movement was conceptualized. There was a preparation they wanted to launch, because this movement was entering into a new phase. Gradually you will see, starting from intelligentsia and then mass, right, joined, right. So you will see that there was a decision, but they could not implement, right, this decision, and you will see that there was an incident in February 1922. What was that incident? This incident is called Chauri Chaura incident, right. So Chauri Chaura incident in eastern UP, Gorakhpur, right. Chauri Chaura is a place, right. So this incident, so we can add, but right, in February 1922 there was a Chauri Chaura incident in eastern UP, when villagers burnt alive, 22 policemen, 22 policemen, right, in the local police station of Chauri Chaura, local police station. Fine. So this Chauri Chaura incident, right, actually changed everything. Gandhiji decided to call off the movement, and this non-cooperation movement came to an end. I hope you are getting it. Now you have idea about causes of non-cooperation movement. I hope you all can reproduce it. Only 4 important idea, and you can reproduce causes of non-cooperation movement. Then you have progress. They can ask you different programs of non-cooperation movement. I told you about those programs, but I tried to arrange them, how gradually they became very intense, and they became, or they acquired mass character. And finally they even decided to go for civil disobedience movement, but right, Chauri Chaura happened 1922 February, and Gandhiji decided to call off this movement, right. So at Chauri Chaura, and when he decided to call off this movement, reaction, right. So we can add that there was a reaction against this kind of withdrawal, there was a reaction. Nationalist, some young leaders criticized Gandhiji. For example, we can add that Subhas Chandra Bose also criticized Gandhi. Subhas Chandra Bose also criticized Gandhi. What he said? He said to sound the order of retreat, to sound the order of retreat just when public enthusiasm was reaching the boiling point, right. It was nothing sort of a national calamity, This kind of language he used, Subhas Chandra Bose. So there was criticism, right. Why this kind of withdrawal, abrupt withdrawal, right. So there was criticism, but Gandhiji defended his decision. So we can add that Gandhiji, elaborated his decision, right. He defended his decision, and what he said, that this movement was taking violent character, violent character. This movement was taking a violent character, and he felt that this kind of violence could easily be repressed by the British government, could easily be repressed or suppressed by the British government. And Gandhiji said, I will never compromise with this violence, right. He said, I would suffer, right, every humiliation, every torture, and even death, this kind of language, even death, to prevent the movement from becoming violent. So, why I called off this movement? Because this was becoming violent, and violent, why it cannot be accepted? Because if you will go for violence, there will be more violence by the British government, and second, it is against our principle, right. So, I will not compromise on this principle. Is this fine? So, therefore, Gandhiji, right, defended this movement, defended this withdrawal, right. So, Gandhiji defended, and you can remember this point. Gandhiji also defended on the basis of strategy. You must be knowing that Gandhian strategy was struggle, truce, struggle, strategy, right. He said a mass movement cannot be continued for long. You need to take break and you can regain your strength. A mass movement cannot be continued for a long period of time, and why there is a need to take break? To prevent the movement, right, from, you can say, right, becoming what? Weak. So, therefore, Gandhiji said that this kind of withdrawal was a retreat, was a kind of, taking break. So, it was strategic also in this context. So, therefore, Gandhiji tried to defend this decision on the basis of, you can say, the violent factor, and then of course, that a mass movement cannot be continued for long. So, therefore, right, we have to take break and we have to regain strength, right. So, now you have idea about how non-cooperation movement started and how it continued till 1922, how it was withdrawn and why it was withdrawn, and who defended this decision? Gandhiji, right. So, they can ask you a question that why withdrawn, why after Chauri Chauda Gandhiji decided to withdraw. Most of the nationalists, young nationalists criticized him, but he was not ready to compromise, right, on, you can say, his principle, and he considered this decision strategic also.